It is Friday, July 25th, 2025. Coming to you live from the Flagami Studio one more time. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. And yeah.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
And we are live. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're in the world. Hello, and here we are. Here we are one more time, once again. Christopher Olson from Sweden. Hello there, Sabrina's Suburban Garden. Rob on the Road. Hello there. Young Dave from San Jose. Maybe you should substitute an espresso for your usual APA. Well, I just had there's a song there somewhere. I had my espresso. Anyway, Leslie Evans from Steamy. What? Steamy what? Hot Steamy State of Arkansas. Cheers. Cheers to you. The bar is officially open. Well, thank you, the RV DJ Sonia. And today I'm going back to one of my old classics. This is going to be one of my top 5 IPAs. Dogfish Head 90 Minute. Let's face it, the one that we had last week wasn't really doing it for me, so. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, this is the good stuff. Brandon Stargell, hello, brother. How are you? How you doing? We need to get together in Georgia sometime. And Jag Gibbs and Jane M. from Wisconsin. Craig and Kimberly Parker. Hey, people, happy Friday. Jean Aragon. Tomorrow's my husband's birthday. Happy birthday, Steve. Happy birthday, dear Steve. Happy birthday to you. Let me just tilt this just an inch up because it's like covering the top of my head. Johnson say, see you in Hershey. Yeah, Hershey is definitely in the plans. Rainy morning in the Philippines. Hello, Philippines. You know, next year we should do some kind of international trip, and the Philippines should be included there. Hi, Brandon from Minnesota. The Whitcombs. Happy Friday, Reverend Neely. We finally made it to the live stream. Where schedule has been crazy lately. Tell me about it. Even for me that I work for myself, you know, this has been kind of crazy. Welcome again to the live stream here. And TN Mountain Mark, hello Mark from Tennessee, and Ann Gibson from Delaware, and William Irizarry. Happy birthday to you, brother. Happy birthday, dear William. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Craig and Kimberly Parker from Southern Indiana. And Monterey, Tennessee. I didn't know there was a Monterey in Tennessee. Cool. And Asheville. How's Asheville doing after all the floods from from earlier this year? I want to go back to Asheville. What a lovely town, Asheville, and the location, you know, with the Blue Ridge. And I need to visit my friend Roberto Gomez in neighboring Waynesville. Young Dave, I had my first Dogfish Head on the road trip to St. Louis. No, SLO is St. Louis? SLO. I'm drawing a blank here. What is your top IPA? Well, this is on the top there. I want to say Lagunitas is up there. I mean, of the mass-produced ones, I've had some great, like you know, the ones that they don't leave their county. But of the mass-produced Dogfish Head, Lagunitas, lately, Highlight hasn't really been doing it for me. I think I prefer Florida Man better. I'm trying to think here. It also depends what mood you're on, right? Wandering Wilma, hello there, and Laura Smith. Okay, guys, just signed for our first Wolf Pup trailer today. Fill me in on the best sites, apps for camping sites, please. Oh man, there's so many, and I'm kind of behind. A lot of people swear by RV Life Suite. I still like RV Parky and All Stays, and sometimes I just Google search. Harvest Hosts has improved a lot, and now they include SKPs. I mean, if you got the whole Harvest Host suite, it's a huge thing. Alan Parr, hello, all cheers. Hey, Mom, Illy, Robert Illy and Mom, hello, moderators and music lovers around the world. And Miss Amanda J, hello there from Long Island. It's Timmy hot today. Well, Miami too. We have to get to Black Rock Mountain State Park this fall. Hey, don't tempt me. Maybe we'll take Minitini one, the original, huh? You remember that one? Uncle Dave 54, resurrected Minitini. Next you'll get another old Kia. Nah, maybe not. And let's be honest, this Minitini resurrection is going to be a temporary thing. I mean, we lived in it for a few days last week, and it felt very small. It's a tiny trailer, and it's dated, but lo and behold, everything works. So we're just gonna make a few upgrades to it. I'm gonna take it to the Hershey RV show, to NJ25 before that. We might even, last minute book M25, just because, why not? We're gonna take it on a quick trip, and until we find the perfect trailer that we want to get, it's gonna get us by on the East Coast, at least for the rest of this year, if not half of the next one. So yeah. Minitini 1 will, so what's the latest update on Minitini 1? Love the teaser. Yeah. I mean, I drove at 3/4 of a mile around the neighborhood. The wheels still turn, the brakes work, all the lights work. The air conditioner is not 100%, but it cools down enough, even in the Florida heat. Refrigerator works. The only thing, the toilet is leaking. Not in a bad way, it's leaking fresh water. There's something. I'm gonna replace the toilet. I mean, what's a toilet? I'm gonna try to see if I can get a sponsorship. Otherwise, I'll just get a same plastic Dometic. I'll just put another one. Haven't been able to test the heater because we're in Florida, but yeah, it's held up well. I mean, there's certain cosmetic things just because it's an old trailer, and there's been a little bit of water damage here and there over the years, but the roof is new. The solar is not working for some odd reason, so I have to figure out, there's a fuse somewhere or something like that. But for the most part, it works. So we're going to travel with Minitini 1 once again. Probably next week, we're going to take it on a quick, short trip, maybe to Jacksonville, maybe to Destin, wherever we find vacancy. I could really use a couple of days at the beach and then make a couple of videos about, the restoration and whatnot. And then the other news that I didn't put on the title, I'm taking Mom on a 2-week trip in Pelicruiser. So we're flying to Vegas. I'm gonna probably do like a California loop, chasing the coast, where it is 60 degrees and not the desert where it is 100. So trailer traveling. Happy Friday, traveling Robert, Ileana Sanchez, and fellow Pelican heads from Ottawa, Canada, and Jim in DC. Great video this week, man. I need to visit that rock state park in New Mexico. Everybody, hey, Billy Rosario, you're welcome. RV Camping and Adventures. Hello, gonna get there. Someone gonna pull me. Hello, Robert, Ileana, Pelican heads, and hold on. Let me reset the chat. I'm sorry if I skipped your message. Just type it again if you don't mind. Copy and paste. Barry Jones, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Yep. TM Mountain Mar, ask Remy. He knows solar. Yeah, but Remy is in Michigan. So I'm going to have to figure this one out for myself. I mean, I got on the roof and cleaned it. That's what I did, but I didn't really check all the connections and everything. I may need a new solar controller or whatnot. Yeah. Um, RV with e-bikes. Hello from us in Fresno, California. Our weather is unusually cool, 88 degrees. Hope you guys are okay in Florida. It's hot and humid, but we're used to it, kind of. Jesse, how many states have you been in? 49. Hawaii would be the one. OM, hello from Miami Lakes, Florida, also known as North Hialeah. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Preston Glad, no trailer from Winnebago this year. Not for the time being. Not for the time being. But we will ask Remy, get a digital meter. Traveling road. Hey Remy, you're here. You know what? I have a digital meter. It's in Las Vegas. I'm gonna get me a new one. Yeah, I just need to, start poking around and see if there's voltage here and there. I'll figure it out. I have sixth grade elementary electronics knowledge. So, Miss Amanda J. Robert, love your shirt. Colorado is a special place. My family is in really halfway between Denver and Cheyenne. Even the air is amazing there. Yes, Colorado is a beautiful state. And someone from Colorado gave me this shirt. Right now, his name escapes me, but he invited us to this beautiful barbecue place in Colorado Springs. The day before we did Pikes Peak and Traveling Whitcombs. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. I'll get you on board with that. Here's something for your adventure with the original Minitini coming up. And how many, show of hands, how many of you have seen Minitini 1? How many of you came into our lives here after 2020? 20. I got my first Winnebago sponsored trailer right in the height of the pandemic, March 2020, I believe. I just went up. I went up to Indiana, pick it up. I made a beeline back south, and then everybody shut down. Everything was like, do not go, even to the corner. And I kept publishing videos with Minitini 1 well into 2020. So, there you go. We love Minitini 1, 61 Caddy on Route 66. And handpick. When you come to California, we will buy you an IPA in San Jose. Absolutely. And we're going to be close to San Jose. I don't know. The itinerary with Mom. I should be able to meet at Hershey. There you go. With the Kia Sorrento. I'm not gonna do any crazy upgrades to Minitini 1. Let's face it, this is as much as I love the nostalgia of that old trailer, eventually we want to get something a little more comfortable, a little larger. And I've been looking everywhere, and I'll find it. There's not a whole lot of trailers that meet my criteria. Between 23 and 25 feet with large holding tanks, preferably a Murphy bed, multiple sitting locations, and no slide. There's not too many. Dual axles. There's not too many of them, but there are options, I'm sure. If your toilet is leaking fresh water on the floor, is quite possibly in need of a new flush valve. Those things stick after a while and get a bit of water seep out. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. I don't know if it is worth it for me to tinker with that or just... I'm probably going to get a free toilet from an advertiser. So if not, what's a plastic toilet is less than $200. I'll just... And I learned how to replace it, and it's fairly easy. At this point, it's probably just easier to get a new toilet. That's probably what I'm gonna do. If by Monday I don't get an answer from the free toilet that I may get, I'm just gonna buy one. Miss Amanda J, we discovered you just 2 years ago, and how lucky that was. We watch your videos every week. Well, thank you so much, and I have such a great time doing what I do. You know, it's I love doing it, and I know this Route 66 series is going to linger. It's I did it again like Britney Spears. You know, I filmed too much, and I thought I literally thought Illinois was gonna be like one long episode. Illinois is gonna be 4 episodes, 4 hour long episodes. So in the end, if I do just the Illinois movie, it's gonna be like Gone with the Wind. You know, like a huge long movie with an intermission and all of that. TN Mountain Mark, I discovered you at Harper's Ferry, Lewis and Clark trip, and rarely watch anything but your videos sings. I've seen them all more than once. Well, thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate that. And so you've seen Minitini one in you know the first few years of our travels. El Mandalorian, hey Robert, looks like you are in Miami. Welcome to Miami. Yes. Actually, I spent 4 days in Pelicamp this week, but decided, you know, I did whatever needed to be done, and there's nothing I can do until I order some parts. So I assessed what needs to be done with Minitini 1 to make it roadworthy. And what we're gonna do once I get and I have a short window of opportunity here because I already bought the plane tickets to take Mom to the West, but I'm gonna do the basics, you know, get at least that cassette toilet. I need to get. I'm just gonna get a regular battery because I don't feel like changing anything else. So I'm just gonna get the best AGM battery that I can get, and the new hitch because that prop ride, whoever did my roof, couldn't figure out how to use the prop ride and damaged it. So I'm gonna get any hitch, you know. Something. Trailer traveling. We only found you in 2021, but went back and watched all the videos from the beginning. There are only about 10,000, yeah, at least. We rewatched 2019 several times. Minitini, yeah, the original. Did you have a bad experience with the cassette toilets? Well, in Spain, yeah, but I mean, it wasn't the cassette toilet's fault. It was a poorly maintained camper van. Here's the thing. I want to have at least 30 gallons of poop tank, black tank. Let's be take. And the cassette toilet is 20 liters, which is what? About 4.5 gallons? That's not enough. Rub on the road, space maneuverability, multiple sitting locations, no slide. Sounds like a tent is the solution. Maybe I want the inside of a Class A with the outside of a Class B camper van. But no, but then again, if money is no object, and money, it's kind of an object. The Airstream 25 FBQ is almost perfect. But then again, it has almost no windows on the campsite. So nothing is perfect. Have any other manufacturers approached you to be a brand ambassador? No, and I kind of, you know, I wanna keep I wanna be free agent for a little bit. I really want to buy one at this point. Something that is mine that I can modify as I want. And if I want to put, 10,000 amp hours of batteries, that would be too much. But anyway, I don't mind the hour-long videos. Time flies. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mind because it takes me like 4 days to edit each one of those. But I think it's 4 or 5 days. It depends. I think it's the only way that we're ever going to finish this Route 66 trip. Leslie Evans, glad to hear your mom will get to see the Pacific Ocean. She has seen the Pacific Ocean before, but like from San Francisco or LA. I think our preferred itinerary from Las Vegas, we're going to make a beeline for like, I don't know, Ventura. where it is 60 degrees. We're probably gonna visit my godmother in Santa Clarita, where it is like 50 degrees more. And it's like 90 in Santa Clarita. And then we're gonna hug the coast and maybe go inland after. Maybe we'll go see the redwoods and then go inland, and maybe Yosemite. It depends really how long we have. She cannot walk very far, so most of it is gonna be from the comfort of Pelicruiser. But Miss Amanda J, I hope the Route 66 series does linger. I've been looking forward to this and already learning things I didn't know about Route 66. Oh no, I learned a lot myself by doing it. Couple of things that we're going to do also in the future. Route 66 is going to continue every Sunday, and I'm going to try to work ahead a little on those videos so I have time to do other things. And then we're going to have a mini series with Minitini, which is going to be on Wednesdays. And then eventually we'll catch up. I'll figure it out. Jim in DC, it's hard to get a pencil in a cassette toilet to rewind the tape. That is totally true, but be kind. Remember to rewind. Darlene Brown, hey Robert, I pray you don't have any problems with getting the parts. I mean, I can get the parts tomorrow, but I'm calling people, see if I can get a free toilet in exchange for a commercial. I'll do that. Barry Jones, is Minitini 1 still at Pelicamp? Can't wait to see what happens. It's been at Pelicamp pretty much since I bought Pelicamp. Since Pelicamp has been drivable, and I've moved it once. I moved it once to Yulee, Florida. I was gonna do like a detailing, and then when they were doing the detailing, they found out that the roof was no good. So they took me to their place to do the roof, and it's got a brand new roof. And eventually, let's be honest, in less than a year, I'm probably gonna sell Minitini, the original. But I want to give it one last trip or two while I find that perfect RV that doesn't exist, or if it's going to be very hard to get. There are some nice R-Pods that fit that bill. Yeah, I've seen some good R-Pods. Remy, get an RV where poop tank can be upgraded and upgraded before using it. Well, there. And there are several ones, I think from 40 to 50 would be like the ideal size for the size RV I want. I don't want to get a 40-foot fifth wheel. That's not going to happen. But again, Intech is nothing is perfect. I really like Intech. And there's a Lance that I really like, but has nowhere to put the trash can. There's a couple other ones that fit the bill, but they look very cheaply made. And we'll see. We'll see. I have to go to the Hershey RV show and see them in person, and then again, nothing will last forever. Maybe we'll get like an in-between RV. Maybe Winnebago will release one in a couple months that fits the bill. Who knows? Pete Diaz, ready to retire and ready to buy. What are your thoughts on purchase, RV show or dealership? I am not very knowledgeable about these things. And I've never bought at an RV show. I've been told by people in the know not to buy at the RV show. And little known secret, that price you see at the RV show that looks so good, there are usually hidden fees. So I would just go to a good dealer and maybe I'll make a deal with the dealer. Yvette and Jose Caraballo, how you guys doing? Hello, Robert. Greetings from Katy, Texas. Excited to be receiving soon a new RV mattress of Brooklyn Bedding. Thank you to your traveling Robert code. Got 30% off my back. Thanks you too. Well, you're welcome. And by the way, I'm getting a Brooklyn Bedding for Minitini, even though I'm only going to use it for about a year. But the Lost RVers. I'm going to California in about 2 weeks. And I may be going by Gold Country. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. 212 QB Jayco style rear living room, couch and dinette, easily converted to office space, walk around bed, nice bathroom, sturdy, same as the 21 FB Mesa Ridge, great floor plans. I think I have that one on my list here. You know, I have a list here in my notes app. Is it Jayco J Feather by any chance? Well, I don't have the 212, but I'm gonna add it. 212 QB. I have the 210 QB. And a lot of these, for some reason, and I don't know, somebody tell me why, a lot of these 23 to 25 footers with no slides, for some reason, they have bunk beds, which is an area that I could totally convert into an office. But Remy, I will be in Spokane in 1 week and Wheeling, West Virginia next week. Let me scroll down. Hey, Greg, Casita RV Live. Good evening. I was just talking about you, but when we went to get Minitini's roof done, El Mandalorian, does the new RV feel heavy at the rear with the new lithium battery? It doesn't feel, but it is, because I weighted it, and but that being said, it's handling very well. But we are planning to shift some of the weight to the front, for sure. Bruno Paciotti, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Hello from the Paciotti family. Cheers. We had a new camp Avia 28 discontinued now. That was a well-built trailer. Aldi heating, great floor plan. There are 9 on RV trailer right now. Yeah, I'm not opposed to buying something used. New camp Avia 28. Aldi is a great heating system, yeah. And I like New Camp Avia 28. I'm going to add it here and watch a video after the live stream, because that's what we do. Pete Diaz, thank you for your input. You're welcome. And the Nancy Reynolds, it's been a while. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. I have been watching you since pandemic. You got a lot of us through a rough time, especially enjoy Minitini Lounge. You had Old Kia then. Happy Friday. Yeah, Old Kia. By the way, very likely Minitini Lounge next weekend, right before we go back to Pelicamp. After the donation, I get the Italian mob vibes. Tramming Road, Sacramento meetup. It's possible. I'm gonna see if we visit Sacramento. I'm gonna be with mom, so we'll see. But I would love to do a Sacramento meetup. If not, we're gonna be back on the West Coast, probably in October. Jim in DC, and Jim in DC will be a new camp expert since he has a tab. The Avia was great. I've seen one at the last 2 new camp rallies, going again, week after week. Mr. Manda J, oh, what a great idea to convert bunks bed to an office. I can picture it for myself. Perfect writing nook. Yeah, I've been really thinking about if I get one of those that has the bunk beds, I'm gonna go there with a saw and start removing beds and adding desks. Maybe even one of these desks, like the one I have here that goes up and down. For Leslie Evans, look at the Northwood Arctic Fox 22G. Nice trailer, no slide, and Murphy bed. That's exactly what I want. Northwood Arctic Fox. $22G. You guys are being great helping me find, because I've been looking and 61 carry on Route 66. What was the year that you got the Colorado? I think that's when we found you on YouTube. That was a 2018. That was late 2018. Old Kia died, and that September 2018, as I was going to Hershey. So, Carl, did you see my bobcat at Pelicamp? Yes, I did see I think it was at Rancho del Carl, not Pelicamp, but yeah, I saw it. By the way, hey, everybody say hello to my mom. Hey, hi everyone. Hope you have a wonderful Friday with peace and love. Happy weekend, mom. There you go. Are you sure? By the way, going back to Carl, are you sure that wasn't like the elusive Florida Panther? Young Dave, driving the California coast, Highway 1 is still closed between San Simeon and Big Sur. There are some nice redwoods in the Santa Cruz Mountains, but nothing like the ones farther north. I'm going to do whatever parts I can. I mean, San Simeon is pretty far south, right? Let me see. I mean, I've driven it twice, but okay, that sucks because we're not gonna be able to see Macway Falls. Can you see Macway Falls? Yeah, San Simeon. I mean, we'll be able to see Morro Bay. I mean, we'll see what we can see. You know, travel it is what it is. You try to. I mean, it's like, and I wanted to talk about that in the podcast. I'm sorry, the podcast is on hiatus. The North Rim of the Grand Canyon. I'm glad I got to see the lodge there. You know, many people are not going to be able to see it. You know, I'm sure they will rebuild it, but it's never going to be the same. So it might be better, but yeah, it won't be the historic anymore. You know, traveling Whitcomb's working at the emergency room during COVID and experiencing unimaginable loss regularly. Robert was an escape from reality, and for that we are forever grateful. No, you're very welcome, and I'm sure that was a tough time. When I bought my travel, hey Remy, when I bought my travel trailer, I was going to just leave it at my friend's property permanently until I watch your videos and listen to your music. Well, thank you, and now you're traveling all over the country. Vagando everywhere por todos lados. I'll be sort of nearby, going to Mammoth and Bishop. I might be going. It really depends on the temperature out there in the valley there on the East Sierra, but I'm if the temperature is at all reasonable, I do want to cross through Death Valley back to Vegas. So we'll see. Espelare TV, just in case if you plan a trip to Poland, Pomerian Voivodeship seems to be camping friendly. It's including dancing. I definitely want to go to Poland. There's no immediate plans for this, but definitely within the next 5 years, I would love to do that. The Los Arboretors Nevada County Fair voted most beautiful fairgrounds in California. Starting August 6th, Highway 49. Make reservations. Fill up fast. Let me know. This is gonna be like late August. Mid to late August. By the way, Soaring Eagle, thank you for that super chat. My 60th birthday is Sunday. I'd love to hear happy birthday from you. Well, happy birthday, Soaring Eagle. And this thing is like getting text. Happy birthday to you. We have a lot of birthdays, I'm going back. My mom sends flowers and hearts. Mr. CLT. Ili told me something, but it's Mrs. Robato's birthday today. But domo arigato, Mr. Robato. Happy birthday, Miss Robato. Happy birthday to you. I should get the guitar and do like a, since we have so many birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Pelican Heads. Happy birthday to you. Bum, bum. Whew. Christopher Olson, I can't remember when I started to watch your channel. 1 or 2 years before Finland trip is my best guess. We have to redo that, do that trip again. By the way, the other day I got a comment from our friend. I mean, haven't spoken to Petteri Vahakangas from Finland, there from Varkaus, Finland. He just commented, come back to Finland. You're welcome whenever you want. So I would love to go back. Renee Lighthouse, thank you for that super chat. Great videos. Well, thank you very much. Oh man, William, hey, William, Scotland is here. Scotland loves traveling. Robert, I'm enjoying your Route 66 episodes. Joliet, I thought was an amazing place. Yeah, many people from Joliet have told me opposite, but I thought it was cool. Jimmy DC, what are the odds both the AT and the Grand Canyon will be disrupted the same year? If ever, seriously. Altering my plans. May have to rush over to Mount Whitney. Yeah, for real. And this is a wake-up call. What happened at the Grand Canyon North Rim? Because I've always said, something. Paris will be there forever, right? Maybe not. See what happened at Notre Dame a couple years ago, and now the North Rim. And the nature will be there, but there's fires, there's floods, there's we need to do these things sooner than later. That's kind of the motto here. Hey, Red Jaguar, I thought I saw you earlier, but there you go. Welcome, great to see you here, Herbie and DG. Happy Friday, Robert Illy, Miss Alma. What beer are you drinking? Found a Dogfish Head IPA at Publix. Very good. Well, yeah, that's what we're doing. There's a 60-minute and there's a better 90-minute. And this is one of my favorites, for real. Let me reset the chat here and just go back from the bottom. I'm sorry, Rafael Ugali, Tropical Cyclone Francisco just hit my country, the Philippines. So I'm sorry about that. Travel Dreamer, the Grand Canyon fire is very bad, very sad. Yeah, it's that's the kind of thing that shouldn't happen. And anyway, Dylan Reynolds is here. WP Zozo, dear Robert, with your Spanish fluency, hire a trucker to drop your equipment in Colombia and do Ecuador, Peru, Chile, Patagonia. I want to do the Pan American at some point. I need to. I don't want to do it alone though. I need to find like someone who's done it before, who knows what they're doing, and maybe RV caravan. The best thing with trolls is to ignore them. There's a troll under the bridge. Have you been to Seattle? There's an actual troll under the bridge. And my mom loves Dylan. And Natalie Driscoll is here. Good morning, Natalie. Good morning. Welcome. Well, you are here, right? So it's really good evening for you. Anywho, let me scroll back up, see what's going on. But I definitely want to do many other places. Many places, sections of the Blue Ridge Parkway reopened since hurricane damage. Yeah, I do want to go back to that area, and it's relatively close to where you are. So I can, I'm maybe we'll do a. It's just you think you have time, but time flies. Oh man, it's Ah. Any more new music in the works? Listen to some of your albums on my trips to France. Super relaxing on hectic travel days. Yes, yeah. There's a. I really haven't had the time to do some new music, but I have it actually. I have it here. This is a an actual posted note of unfinished works that I have. And I'm gonna finish those, I promise, before the end of the year. Travel dreamer Michiganders that live in the lower peninsula are considered trolls. Yeah, that's what I've heard. In the internet, of course, trolls is a person that asks inappropriate questions or says inappropriate things or just teases you. It's the 535 p.m. 5:35 p.m. here, and you're in Chicago, great city. Enjoy Chicago. To finish Route 66, will it take more than a month? If you want to see everything, absolutely yes. Tell Uber you want to drive Route 66, see what happens. That's going to be an expensive Uber drive. Oh, maybe you can take an Uber to Joliet and back. That wouldn't be so bad. 45 miles on an Uber, probably a couple $100. Hey, Greg, gotta go. Good night, y'all. Hey, Greg. Hope to see you soon, man. Young Dave, I see the Gemini Giant in this week's episode. I missed out on seeing it on my trip, so I'm looking forward. Sunday, yeah, the Gemini Giant, they moved it recently, actually. So that restaurant, the launch pad where it used to be, that went out of business. Something happened. So something scandalous happened. So just got back from a 2-week trip to Ireland from James Dinkle. Have you ever had? Beautiful country. Never been to Ireland, but I've heard great things. Bob Leach, if you receive a phone call from Verona, Italy, answer the phone. It could be marketing at Wingham inviting you to be their U.S. ambassador. Now, wouldn't that be nice? Yo from Richmond, Maine. When are you coming back to Maine? From Pastor Aaron Richard. It's not in the immediate plans, but you never know. After Hershey RV show, I've always wanted to see the Bay of Fundy. A Minitini one, I can take into Canada, so you never know. And I just got my brand new passport, and I got a new passport card too. I renewed my passport last week. So Verona, Italy. Besides, who wouldn't want to see Verona? So romantic. I'm all over the place here, right? Alicia Chapman for Washington, El Mandalorian. Have you tried Italy in Miami? I saw one in your last video in front of the restaurant. You had a deep dish pizza. And there's an Italy in Vegas too. Go to Norway. They have the best rolls. Yes. That's like the symbol of Norway, right? Come to Michigan and we'll have real Polish food. Don't tempt me, Remy. Maybe after Hershey, it could go either way. We could go up to the Bay of Fundy. We could go, I would like to do more than just Hershey and NJ25. Um, Jim and DC, never been to Ireland, but its whiskey has made it to me. Yeah, I haven't too much. I've had Jameson. Uh, I had this client when I used to have the recording studio here, and and I used to do tracks for him. He was a composer. We used to do salsa, full salsa music. It came out great actually. But I was the one that sang the tunes at the end. And for the singing day, he always brought me a tiny bottle of Jameson. I'm like, okay, cool, for my singing voice. Leslie Evans, what's the official term for camping in the driveway of your new house because you're waiting for new flooring? LOL. That's it's not a staycation, it's not mush docking because it's your own. I did that several times during those months when we were, social distancing, at the beginning of the pandemic, where we couldn't go anywhere, and I had a brand new Winnebago out there. Yeah, we camped out there a couple of days. Driving RV in Ireland with their narrow roads would be quite an experience. I would love to see another main video. You will. I just don't know exactly when we're gonna do that. Go to M25, then cross Canada to Maine. We could do that too. I might, I haven't committed to 100% to M25, but maybe last minute I'll just if they still have a vacancy at that campground, maybe I'll go. Someone say whiskey? Yep. Made it to the end of Route 66. We had 17 days from Williams to Chicago. Nowhere near enough time. No, 17 days? No way. Dylan Reynolds, question. I'm actually going to the Bay of Fundy in a couple of weeks. Maybe we might cross paths. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, that would be awesome. Sometimes those serendipitous things happen. This is really good beer. Yeah, the beer meter is going quicker today than other days. Alicia Chapman, my mom and I have watched all your videos. Well, thank you so much. That's a lot of video watching right there. Robert, do you prefer hot or cold water? It depends. How about whiskey and beer? Beer before liquor. Never been sicker. So just do it in that order, not the other way. Just speaking of whiskey or bourbon, will there be a Minitini lounge tomorrow? No, our DJ is busy tomorrow for the intermission, so we're gonna do it the following weekend. Philpot Adventures, that's another name that we've been seeing here for a long time. However, have you explored any new video equipment lately? Yeah. I need to do an update on video equipment. I've been using the Osmo Pocket a lot. I've been using that Insta360 on the rear view mirror a lot. People love it or hate it. And I have the DJI Mini 4, which is the drone that I've been using 100% lately. I still have the Mavic 2, but it's been somewhat unreliable. Robert, let's get it over with. Just say thank you, Eli. Thank you, Eli. Jesus Christ. We did see a lot, though. Yeah, there's a lot to see. Did you go to the barbed wire museum? No, that's the question. Moses, trip planned to South Dakota, Badlands, Custer, Mount Rushmore in a few weeks. Went back and checked your video to make sure I'm covered. Yeah. And I think Wind Cave is another one not to be missed. But, and Devil's Tower is so close. But I haven't been to the Wind Cave, so I don't know. Gene Aragon, I stuck with your content because you are just you, no act. Yeah, it's that's good. It's what you see, it's what you get. Hey, Brody, 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 Brody. Hope to see you in Jersey. Hope to see you too, man. And WP Zozo, Nova Scotia will have oceanfront camping and cool breezes. Yeah. Good California Craft IPA when you make it out here. Big Weekend Double by Coronado Brewery. Is that by any chance from San Diego? Big Weekend Double by Coronado Brewery. I'll make sure to DJI drones are out of stock. Don't say Remy. You know they just came out with the DJI Mavic. Is it the 4? It has like 4 lenses. That thing is crazy. I'm not gonna spend $3,000 on a drone right now, but it's always tempting. Rambling Ruben, question. When you were in Fernandina Beach recently, when we were in Fernandina, we sat on the beach and listening to Caribbean steel drum music and thought of you. Have you ever played that style? Seems it would suit you. My song Key West has a little bit of that steel drum in certain parts, but yeah. Philpot, we would love to see a Traveling Robert video from Ireland. We just might jump in your storage compartment. Yeah. Yeah, we need to go to Ireland for sure. Drink some Guinness, Irish whiskey, and the nature is supposed to be amazing. And all that. Hey, Neil Duddy, good evening, y'all. We're almost at the same time zone for a change. Thumbs up. $3,000 for equipment is like a tax write-off. Yeah, don't tell the IRS, but yeah. No, I'm waiting the big expense this year, if it ever comes out. And, hell is going to freeze over. I might get if it ever comes out, the Sony A7 IV. And then it's a slippery slope because you have to buy lenses. And Sam Lights, hello, Robert, will you visit Paris again in the near future? And what arrondissement would you recommend for staying? I really enjoyed that Airbnb in Le Marais. I think that's one of the best neighborhoods in Paris. So I think it's either, I think it's 5. I think it's the 5th arrondissement. Am I pronouncing that right? I feel like I'm like, but yeah. I love Paris. We'll go back. Radusto Farak. Hey, Robert, we're still waiting for your arrival at the Bay of Fundy. Someday I will make it. I promise. We're waiting for the ferry to Grand Manang Island right now. Much love from us, Robert. Thank you. And I know, I mean, we've been talking about this for like 10 years, about us going to the Bay of Fundy, but we will. Maybe this year. Hey, Remy, I'm going to Europe. I'm going to be the next bald and bankrupt. Got one part already set. Hey, go for it. Do it. Just don't get in trouble like he does sometimes, Oh, man, this guy is relentless, isn't he? We're watching from KOA in Milton, West Virginia. West Virginia is a beautiful state. I don't think I've been to that KOA, but yeah. Senor Cables is banned from the good scotch at NJ25 until he learns to be nice. Oh, the good scotch. We're going to have good scotch at NJ25? Because, let's face it, I go to NJ25 for the scotch. I mean, it's nice to hang out with friends and all that, but I'm just kidding. In Paris, stayed by the Opera Garnier, another nice neighborhood. Yeah, all that. I mean, I think pretty much everything, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 arrondissements, 7. I think up to 7 are pretty good. Hey, Red Jaguar, England, huh? Did I miss the troll again? Yeah, man, you missed the troll again. Ah, with your friend's pronunciation, we can call you the Great Pyrenees. Or would that be Pyrenees? I don't know. I've always wanted to learn French. You know, and I know a few things. Un, deux, trois, quatre, à la droite, la gauche, bonjour, bonjour, bonsoir, and je m'appelle Robert. Traveling Whitcombs, have a fantastic evening and weekend. Robert, Ilya, and fellow Pelican heads off to work for a 12-hour overnight at the hospital. Cheers. Well, have a. I was gonna say have a good night, but 12 hours doesn't sound like fun. So anyway, you have a fantastic evening. I guess TM Mountain Mark likes Scotch. I could go for a good Tennessee whiskey in a pinch, you know. Bourbon and cannolis. Like, here's a thought. Let's dunk the cannoli in bourbon and then eat it. Now, how much would you pay? And then, of course, those of us that have the cannoli emoji, you know, we can overuse it at this point. I hope you remain free. No more ambassadorship. Build your ideal RV and focus on comfortable travels because I'm free in my RV. Yeah, for sure. I think I'm going to remain this way. Unless they send me an offer I can't refuse, right? But no, I am, and I'm thinking if I can't find the ideal. I mean, the only thing I don't like about Peli Cruiser right now is the off-road capabilities and it being very low. Maybe I'll buy me a Ford Transit van and convert it, for all we know. I'll call Humble Road. Judy Jennings, Robert, wondering if you would consider used RV or are you set on new? No, I would consider a used RV for sure. Yeah. In fact, I have a used RV. Peli Cruiser is a 10-year-old RV almost. So yeah, no, definitely. Kim Rodriguez, are you coming to the Thousand Island area? So much to see and do. My husband and I have been watching for years. We did take a cruise on Thousand Islands. It's been over 10 years. That was alive. We must go back. Yeah, we must go back. I know there's a lot to. There's so much to see. It's impossible, you know, to see everything. There's so much to see. I like dunking Oreos in a hearty red wine. That feels wrong for some reason. That feels like pineapple pizza for some reason. Nope, I opened the can of worms. Never mind. The Lost RVers. LOL. That's what it is. I thought it was going to the pineapple pizza. Hey, you just read my mind. As long as it's not an upside down pineapple. By the way, Peli Cruise, we're going on a Peli Cruise on Virgin, and I've heard rumors, but I've heard they're all like not true. So it's safe. If you guys want to go on Peli Cruise, it is safe. I had it open in a tab here, just in case. There's always room for more. Again, more. Oh man, we're getting a. Well, I'm not gonna acknowledge it, but that means we've made it, right? Philpott Adventures, thank you for that super chat. Guinness money, absolutely. Guinness, cheers. Yeah, I'm not IPA exclusive. You know, I can have a Guinness too. Journeys by Jay. I just got back from the Black Hills last week. What an amazing place. So much more to do than you might think. Yes, no. You can spend weeks there and not see everything. Rana Viajera, hola, saludos desde Lake Wells, Florida. Tarde pero seguro. Yes, Lake Wells. We need to visit. William Irizarry, Robert Illian, fellow Pelican Heads. Good night and God bless. God bless, man. God bless. God bless. God bless, brother, and happy birthday again. And maybe I'll see you around that Port St. Lucie Service Plaza one of these days again. Jimmy in the Sea, can of worms or pineapple pizza? So much to consider for the campfire. Can of worms, pineapple pizza, s'mores. I should patent that. Leslie Evans, we started watching when we saw your tour of the Eastern Sierra where we used to live in Bishop. We've been enjoying your videos every year. We might go back to Bishop in a couple of weeks. We'll see. It appears the IPA timing is actually on time. I've been milking it, brother. I've been milking it, but you know what? That's really good stuff. Daniel Ruiz, in Canada, they have ice wine, late harvest, infused chocolate. It's pretty good. I've had ice wine before. It's sweet, but it's very good. And infused chocolate in Canada. And they have poutine too. So yeah, I mean, what? Yeah. I'll throw you a golden touchdown. And Jenny Puello, hi from the 305, Westchester to be exact. Local brewery, Lincoln Brewery, has a great IPA. Cool. Could be a stinky campfire. Yes, that stand-up wind for sure. I went to Overland RV Show in Ventura a while back. There's some pretty impressive off-road rigs with all the creature comforts, but they weren't cheap. Yeah, that's something, and that's another type of trailer that I've been looking at, like the Black Series and Ember, and there's a couple, and Airstream has that Trade Winds model, and Winnebago had the Hike for a while. I don't know if they're still making the Hike. But I would love to get like a 4x4 B+. Speaking of Winnebago, the Echo. If they make an Echo with a large black tank and not twin beds, I'd be totally on board. Will Pickering will be one of your stops. Someday, man, someday. Any plans of checking Eastern Ohio's Amish country? I've actually been around the area, but it's not I don't think it's going to happen this year. This year, it's I have so many plans. I have to actually coordinate this pretty good. You have to come to Michigan for the fall experience, apple orchards. That's it, Remy. I'm gonna go right after Hershey RV show. Yeah, that's it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Armando Correa, thank you for that super chat. Will I see you at Hershey? That's the question. Robert and Lillian Mom, finally able to watch your live show. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your trip. Off to make cookies. Oh, Maria, cookies. Cool. Trolls are like love bugs all over the rig and some work to wash off. Nah, not really. Trolls you can ignore. Love bugs, they're almost like sandspurs. It's yeah, those are bad. Barry Jones, hi Robert, are you involved with other ventures we could know about? Best wishes. What do you mean by other ventures? I have several plans, several things going on. For those of you joining us late, I'm going to tell you what the plan is for the next couple of months. Next week, we're going to Pelicamp. We're going to get Minitini, the original, the only one, ready for the trip to NJ25 Hershey and possibly a little more. I need a toilet, a hitch, and a battery. Then, Mom and I were flying to Vegas and want to do like a California loop with Peli Cruiser. 2 weeks, show her what I've seen that she hasn't seen, and maybe some new stuff. Then that will be late August. Then early September, we're driving up to New Jersey for NJ25. Might do a little bit of touring on the Jersey Shore, and then up to Hershey, Pennsylvania for the Hershey RV show, where we may find our next RV. September, that's October, we're doing Peli Cruise, which, when is Peli Cruise? It's around Halloween. We may do something in early October that isn't, but yeah, Peli Cruise is October 24th to 29th. So early October is probably going to be work time here in Miami. Then November, we're going to finish Route 66, which by then I'll be done editing all the videos of Route 66 all the way to Arizona. And who knows? Peli Cruiser is going to stay out there through December. So January, we're doing Quartzsite with Peli Cruiser. We might do Baja with Peli Cruiser. We might do Utah with Peli Cruiser. We'll see. Hey, Jim, are we supervised now? Hey, Jim, greetings. Anyway, we're out of time, but that's pretty much Miami meetup in December for sure. We're going to do a Miami meetup. Alex Cruz, if you're still watching, let's start planning that from now, from this moment forth. And, and that's it. That's kind of the plan for the rest of the year. Busy times. Correa will be at Hershey for sure. Hershey's always a good time. I like Tampa too, but Hershey, this is the thing with Tampa. Tampa, it's kind of more complicated to get like media passes for myself. And Hershey is easier. Q25, no, I'm sure you mean Q26. We have to finish that golf course you're building there at the Q headquarters. By the way, Jim, did I mention great video this week? Everybody check out Jim and this is channel, GPS, Great Places Seen. Travel Dreamer, thank you. Well, this was a great live stream. I enjoyed it. I'm riding. Hey, Brandon, riding in my RV. Wherever at Black Rock Mountain sometime this fall. Let me get back to you. We'll try. Wherever I want to be. Maybe on the way to Hershey, because I'm free. Or on the way back from Hershey. Yeah, I'm riding. Oh, by the way, Darlene Chapman, thank you for becoming an executive producer. Now I have to change the outro. Yes, thank you. In my RV. Oh, now all of you are coming in like Yahaira Marchetti, those who wonder. I'm riding. One more time. Riding in my RV. Wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to the moderators for moderating, and I'll see you next Friday. Well, if you want to wake up early, Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, we're going to do yet another Route 66 video. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.